All right, well, good morning, everybody. Happy Monday here from Washington, D.C. Hopefully everything is coming through okay as I double-check my audio. Okay, I think it's all coming through nice and clear. Good morning. Snow, I know. What's up? Why am I here? That's great. That's a good question. Because if you're waking up here in Washington, D.C., there's no snow on the ground, and there was never supposed to be snow on the ground. But off to the north and west of town, we did have some relatively rare April snow showers. I mean, I know Garrett County, your mountains, they get them from time to time in April. But here in D.C., we don't see them too often. Driving in this morning out of Baltimore, I did have a little bit of mixing in with rain, but it was more rain than anything else. And this was not a big deal. This was never supposed to be a big deal. I hope nobody ever thought it was a big deal. But there are several inches of snow, and we're kind of going to go through what did fall off to the north and west, and then we'll look at the week ahead, which is tricky, up and down, lots of ups and downs this week. We're not quite ready to settle into spring just yet. Let me take you over to the radar first. I'm going to show you what's going on around town. There you go. That is Storm Tracker radar showing the storm system, early April storm system. Again, up towards the Maryland-Pennsylvania border, West Virginia Highlands, Maryland Highlands in the mountains, Frostburg, over half a foot of snow just north and west of Frostburg this morning in the Maryland Panhandle. Again, here in D.C., mostly just rain. Maybe we mixed for a little bit of time there, but temperatures generally too warm, and we were in the 60s. Yeah, I see Mike Dooley there already asking about next weekend. I'll end with next weekend because, yeah, if you're following weather, you are aware that there is something we're keeping our eye on next weekend. We'll talk about that coming up. Let me start you off with what did fall, and we'll start locally here because here is some of the snowfall totals from around our region. Again, you see far north and west of town. Nothing we were worried about here in D.C. at all, aside from maybe some mix. They had advisories as far south as Loudoun, Montgomery County at one time, but they pulled those back early this morning because they knew it just wasn't going to be a big deal there. You're just north of Winchester there, a trace of snow. You head over to the Cumberland area. That's really kind of where you had to get. There's Cumberland, 3 inches of snow, 4.5 inches of snow just the west of there. And there's some of the numbers. Frostburg, 2 miles to their east, 4.5 inches of snow. In fact, those are some of the later numbers. Here's some of the newer numbers there. 24-hour snowfall totals of 5.4 inches in Frostburg, 1.8 in Cumberland, although I did see earlier 2.2 inches. So that kind of tells you that it's melting away. And even these locations that did get good snow, now that the snow has wrapped up, as the radar is showing you off to the north and west, it's going to melt, even in the mountains, because those ground temperatures from what we did this weekend, it is warm. So roads will be vastly improved. I know they got a little snow covered I-68 out to the west through the mountains there. But locally, you know, we had no problems. Weren't expecting any. Here's what we are dealing with locally right now. Is I'll take you back here to live satellite. This is from the new GO 16 they just put up. Great satellite. Anyway, it's showing the clearing just moved over the D.C. region, but now we're kind of clouding it up again. And you see D.C. is kind of right there where I just drew that black dot. You see we got a lot of clouds north and west. We got clouds south and east. Still even a few showers south and east of town this morning. But eventually we will dry it out into the afternoon. We'll just kind of remain cloudy and, you know, back to the Capitol outside. You see the clouds kind of settling in, but they're bright. I mean, they're not the thickest in the world, so the sun's coming through just a little bit here. And eventually later on this afternoon, before all is said and done today, we should get some peaks of sunshine, but not the best looking day, and winds are going to be blowing a little bit, so it'll be a cooler afternoon out there. Let's talk the rest of this week here, because, okay, that was today's system. You see that, and this is from Tropical Tidbits, by the way. This is one of our weather models. That was today's weather system right there. We're in D.C., which is right. I'll draw the black dot again. D.C. is right there. You see it was showing rain this morning. We're all good here in Washington. No concerns from that snowfall at all. We move into tomorrow. We're fine. You know, dry first half of the day, and then as we head into the afternoon, showers start to pop up. But it's beneficial because you see this storm system out here. If you like warm temperatures, you got a warm front that's going to kind of try and come northward as we head through the daytime hours tomorrow. So that's going to bring some warmer air. So if you want a little bit warmer air than what we're going to have today, you got to wait till tomorrow. But we should get right around 60 here in D.C. as that front comes through. It'll just be, you see all the green. Nothing too concentrated, nothing too heavy, just kind of scattered spotty showers as you head through your Tuesday. Grab the umbrella, but it's not a washout of a day. That storm's going to pass well off to our north and west. It's got a strong cold front with it because there's a lot of cold air. There's a big old area of high pressure right behind my picture here. Let me take me off. Big old area high pressure up there that's bringing the cold air once again. So winter's not done here yet. I'm sorry to say it. But that strong cold hitting the warmth, they're expecting a little bit of a severe weather outbreak across portions of the Midwest and kind of in that zone here as we head into tomorrow. They're expecting severe weather out there. Even here, we may get one or two isolated areas of storms as we head into Wednesday, late morning, early afternoon. That's the storm way off to the north here. Cold front extends south along it. We're going to have the chance to do showers and thunderstorms here on Wednesday morning into the early afternoon before we clear things out. But when we start clearing things out, and I know the Nationals have their home opener here on Thursday, big old area high pressure just off to our west, that's going to keep us in the clear for your daytime hours on Thursday. So no concerns for that. It's just not going to be the warmest home opener in the world. I mean, it looks like temperatures probably holding in the 50s. It looks like breezes could be blowing a little bit out of the north and west. Again, if you wanted it to be warm, you needed to take this area high pressure right there and move it off the coast so that you're getting southerly wind instead of northerly wind. We're on the wrong side of high pressure, and since we're on the other side of it, you're getting a northwest wind, and you're keeping it cold. That's just kind of how it's going to be. But the good news is it does look sunny and bright, so the sunshine should help you feel good if you happen to be taking the day off and headed down to the home opener. Now, someone did mention the weekend, and I'll get to that in just a second. I just wanted to show you temperatures. So again, tomorrow warm front comes through. These are temperatures relative to normal, so the red is all temperatures above normal. You can kind of clearly see where the storm's going to be on your Tuesday afternoon into Wednesday morning. Nice strong surge of warmth, but it's what we call storm-driven warmth, meaning it's not spring settling in, it's just the storm bringing up the warmth. And look behind it. Look at all that purple and all that blue coming down. That's winter. Winter's not done just yet, and you see the sharp cutoff there. And wherever, spring is big for severe weather. Wherever you get that much cold, meaning that much warmth, you're going to have severe weather kind of right in between there. All right, going back here to the model, let's get to the weekend because lots of questions about it. You're going to have another storm pass off to our north and to our west, much weaker storm, but that's going to kind of reinforce the cold air around the region. Watch this area high pressure. Where it goes will be key as we head into the weekend hours here. And as we head towards Saturday night into Sunday morning, there is a storm not too far off. April snow in North Carolina and Tennessee, I mean, come on, no way. That would be incredibly rare. I mean, that just doesn't happen. High pressure is in a very good spot for keeping the cold in town, though. And if I go back, this is the latest run of the model, but if I go back 2 runs, you'll see that there we go. It's on our doorstep if you go back to earlier model runs. So what does that mean? Okay, models like to jump on us when we're that far away. We're talking about something 5-6 days away. I'm going through the same time here when you see things moving around there. Same time, just all different model runs, and you see how much they're moving the storm. This is what we call a suppressed storm track, where the storm gets forced too far to the south, it goes harmlessly out to sea. In spring, it's hard to get a suppressed storm track. I'm worried that this area high pressure that you can kind of see there, but I don't know why the model's putting it there because it's actually right here. I'm worried that that area high pressure is going to settle in on Friday into Saturday, kind of closer to D.C., and then it's going to pool out to the north and west. And the reason why is this is the pattern. I'm going way up, so I'm sorry if I'm losing anybody here. You got that purple area right there. Look at the colors, not so much the L's. That purple area is a big old upper level low, and you're whipping winds around kind of like that around this big upper level low. So those are what we call steering winds. Those are going to move your pressure, your surface pressures around. And if you take a big old area of high pressure coming from here, you're generally going to push it down south and then bring it up like that. And if you do bring it up, you could get it off to the north and east. So you could basically take this area high pressure and you could get it up into this zone. And then what you're doing is what we call cold air damming. And what we could be looking at is like a sleet situation here as we head into the weekend. I don't know what's going to happen this weekend. I have no clue. and yes, I know the joke is, meteorologists never know. I get it. Models have been bouncing with it a lot. There's a lot of hype about, maybe an April nor'easter. I think if there's an April nor'easter, it's going to be north of here in terms of snow. An all-snow event in February, just to show you in April, just to show you how rare it is. This is all data from the National Weather Service. These are the first and last dates of measurable snowfall in D.C. Latest we've ever done, April 28th, that was way back in the 1800s, so it's been a while. But the latest we've done in recent years was April 7th, 2007 was the last time we had measurable snow in April. That was half an inch of snow as well. And then, so I totally admit that I'm 27 years old. In my lifetime, two times in my lifetime have we had and I'm double checking myself as I run through that fact, but the only 2 times I see during my lifetime that we accumulated snow in April was April 7th, 1990 and April 7th, 2007. That was it, twice in my 27 years. April snows are extremely rare here. So I'm not terribly confident that we're going to be seeing anything this weekend in terms of snow. I know there's a lot of buzz out there about it. I would say that if you're playing the odds, your better chances of seeing snow would be up in the New England area this weekend. I think if that storm does indeed hug the coast, that's where there will be enough cold air for it. If you do take that high and you pull it off to the north and east, like I think could happen, then there's the potential that some of our area could be dealing with a sleet or icing situation. But we're too far away, guys. I really don't have too much of a clue. But keep an eye on that. I kind of mentioned it to say keep an eye on it into the weekend, and we'll see what we're dealing with as we head through this week. It's Monday. We have time. Even if it was worst case scenario ended up being some sort of snow event here, it's April. So what falls would melt very, very quickly. This would not be something that would shut the city down for days and days. It might just be something that makes next Sunday a little tricky. We'll see. We'll see what we're dealing with. Again, I have zero confidence in what the models are showing me right now. So we'll leave in our 7-day forecast. If you've seen Tucker this morning, we'll leave a chance of it in, but we won't focus on it so much. All right, back to today's one last little fun tidbit before I send you off here for today is what's going on in New York. So back to the radar. You see it's still snowing there in New York City, but it's just about to end. Here's something funny that you just don't see all the time. How about opening day at Yankee Stadium is a little later on I should say it was supposed to be a little later on today. Here's from Eric Bolin there, who covers the Yankees for Newsday Sports up in New York. He's got a video from Yankee Stadium, and check it out. Snow-covered Yankees Park. They have canceled the game. In fact, I go over, I guess not canceled, they have postponed the game due to the snow on opening day. It's been quite some time since I've seen that, guys. So just a little fun, impressive little factoid there. All right, that's it. I'm signing off here for this morning. Again, snow was really no big deal unless you live in the mountains north and west of town today. Most of the region's on spring break, I know that. But for those that aren't getting off to work and still getting off to school this morning, I'm glad the snow didn't cause you any problems. Again, it's April. I'm ready for spring. I love winter, but I'm ready for spring weather. Tucker's ready for spring weather. We think we're wasting our days where we're supposed to be doing sunshine 70 and low humidity. We're worried that we're going to jump from winter to summer here and start getting into the humid days again. We don't want that. We want to enjoy our spring. All right, everybody, I'll end you with a live look outside at the Capitol here as we send you off. Enjoy your Monday. Well, that's not the Capitol. That's back at Yankee Stadium. Let me take you back to the Capitol here. Enjoy your Monday. Be safe, and we'll get you through the weather week as well. Again, kind of warm Tuesday, Wednesday, and then cooling down second half of the week. And we'll keep an eye on the weekend in case some sort of trouble, whether rain, sleet, or snow, should arise at all. All right, guys, take care. Have a great Monday.